Tume ya Maadili na Kupambana na Ufisadi nchini Eacc inazindua ripoti yake ya mwaka wa 2023-2024 ambapo maafisa wakuu wa tume hiyo wanaratibu mafanikio na changamoto zilizoshuhudiwa. Ripoti hiyo pia inaorodhesha wizi wa mali ya umma, mali ya watu binafsi iliyopatikana kwa njia zisizoeleweka, hali ya ufisadi katika asasi na mashirika mbalimbali, uchunguzi kuhusu visa vya ufisadi na faili zilizowasilishwa kwa mkurugenzi wa mashtaka ya umma ili kuwafungulia mashtaka washukiwa. Hebu sasa tusikize yanayojiri.
The activity of actually recovering corruptly acquired assets acts in three different ways. One, it is a way of restituting assets to the rightful owners, who are the public. It is also a way of punishing the suspects for stealing assets. And finally, it is a preventive approach in that it dissuades would-be public officers from stealing public assets. Because at the end of the day, if they realize that these assets will be recovered, they may not take the pain of stealing the assets, because eventually they will realize that they will lose those assets. Finally, let me also comment on the charts that were shared with us. When the Director of Preventive Services was presenting, he told us that 42% of the reports that we receive at the Commission are on bribery cases. In most cases, bribery is viewed as not serious corruption offenses. But when you look at the statistics that were given and shared with us, you realize that this is actually a major concern for members of the public, for our country. And for that reason, the Commission will deliberately focus on ensuring that bribery at points of services is reduced. For the simple reason that the common ordinary person out there comes across this every other day, whether on the road, whether in pursuit of acquiring an ID card, whether in pursuit of trying to get a license, whether in pursuit of trying to sell their wares. This is an activity they come across every other day. And we cannot any longer term it as petty corruption. It is actually what concerns the ordinary person. If you ask the ordinary person what corruption is, to them actually it is bribery. We will pursue with the same vigor high impact, high value corruption cases. But this is an area where we want to also focus on, so that we make services more available to our people without extortion, without them being extorted, or without them being asked to pay a bribe. You will also realize that when we are looking at the perception surveys every year, what we basically look at when you ask the ordinary person whether they have ever come across corruption, what they will tell you is they visited a public office and a public officer actually asked for a bribe. To them, that is what corruption is. And we must answer to the request, or rather to the demand of our people, and from the statistics of the report that was shared with us. Because if we don't respond to the facts and the statistics that are shared with us, and we concentrate only on high impact cases, then we